We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. These guys have been in a nice rhythm as of late. Winners of 4 of their last 5. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans. And off we go from Denver. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of a season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Our first carry here for Joe Mixon. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down at the 30.
This defense for the Jets, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Nick's going to keep this himself. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. Deep to return is Cavante Turpin. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Good for the Jets. 1st down. A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, New York.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. Done a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all this stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's coming like clockwork right now for them.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Broncos' 6-yard line.
Throwing now is Murray. Over the middle, he has a crack roll. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And the Jets first down.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Kevontae Turpin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And able to get this out to the 25. The Broncos offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And he's been a workhorse in the backfield to start the season. He finds himself in the top 5 in rushing at this point of the year. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. This goes out wide from Mixon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A handoff running left. Mixon trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Jets defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
To throw, here's Nix. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It was Miles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And it's complete to Mitchell. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The Jets come into this one still undefeated despite the 1 tie. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
It's third down. And 1 yard to go.
To throw is Murray. Can't get away, and he's taken down. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mixon running wide side. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Nix from the shotgun. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it third.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's third and a yard. It's out. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Recovered by the Jets.
So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a first and 10. They'll toss it out right here to Hall. Oh, nifty juke there. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. Breaks through the contact. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Pass complete. Joe Mixon out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. That is caught. And he will have the Broncos first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Running left, it's Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Here's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And the Broncos first down.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stopped that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Throwing Nix. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Jets offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Murray. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Well, there was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Now Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Now it's Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's second and inches at the 19-yard line.
An option handoff here to Mixon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good for a Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Nix to the air. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Marvin Mims, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are back within a score. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Denver touchdown.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Jets offense and Kyler Murray headed back out onto the field. And he's been doing it through the air and on the ground to start the season, currently leading the NFL in rushing yards by a quarterback here in the month of September. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
It's a gain of
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Jets.
They'll give to Hall. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 104 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Straight ahead is Hall. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a second and 10.
Second and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Murray now. And that is incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
10 yards to go.
Shotgun now for Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
22 yards. That's another Jets first down. A gain of 22 yards. And
To throw, it's Murray. And he will find his man on the in route. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
First down. First and 10.
Murray now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Throwing again, Murray. Now he's going to step up and run. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First and goal, New York.
They'll run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown.
Breece Hall with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now 21-7.
Broncos 7.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
First down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A draw play for Mixon. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
To throw is Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Off the play fake, Nix. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. They'll score it on a 36-yard punt, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Murray now going to do it himself. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Murray. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, Murray. Now he's going to step up and run. Give him a couple on the scramble and 2nd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Folks, kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Week 6 is here, starting to get a little bit of a sense who the contenders are and who the pretenders are. Let's hop in. Our tour around the NFL starts now with a tough matchup in the NFC. And it's the former Michigan man, J.J. McCarthy. He's going to find his man here, one of his 3 touchdown passes on the night. The Vikings get back to 500. They even their mark at 3-3. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they play host to the LA Chargers. And this is Keaton Mitchell. He's going to deliver in the red zone to the end zone, 12-yard touchdown run. The Ravens are playing well. They improved to 5-1 with this victory. One more to show you. Let's go to Cleveland. It's the Browns hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is the guy who can still do this. It's Marcus Mariota. Thinking about throwing, then decides to run. He's in for a 10-yard touchdown. And with that, a look now at the rest of the action around the NFL here in week number 6. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he continues to show off his ability to run the football when the opportunity is right. He is the NFL in rushing yards from the QB position. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Second half starts with a run by Hall. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Murray going to throw. He'll complete this one to Watson. 3rd down and 1.
A gain of 8 yards.
Throwing now is Murray. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Nick Bonito. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. To throw, here's Nix. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mix it up the middle. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Third and 3.
Looking to throw. Nix. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. On for the extra point is Folk. And the lead is now 24. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
Back to throw. Nix. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Working out of the gun is Nix.
He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be out right at the 35. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down.
That's good for a Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball want to give up the middle. He will push his way down to about the 14.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
A 2-yard pickup.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Kyler Murray, touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Jets have opened the lead up to 30. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Folk Smith now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Nix from the shotgun.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. This goes out wide from Mixon.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's a gain of 33.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Broncos,
On play action, here's Nix.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Nix. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now it's Nix.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag or just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. Now Murray. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
The 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 121 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Jets.
They'll run on 1st down. Turpin. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9.
To throw is Murray.
That'll be complete to Okonkwo.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
16 yards. That's good for a Jets.
Here's a give to Hall.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
The tackle by Talanoa Hufanga.
Here's Murray. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Murray now. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
A short throw to Ingram. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 15.
Nix to the air.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Throwing Nix.
They'll set up the screen here to mix it. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
Oh, look at the juke.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 143 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now it's Fields. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Nick Bonito able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
3rd down and 13.
Now a give, right side. Turpin calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. On now is Nick Folk in the field goal unit for the Jets. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
This will be caught just inside the 10.
First and goal.
Fields. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Kevontae Turpin. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Third down.
On the sneak, it's Nix. And he will have the Broncos first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. To throw is Nix.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Nix. And this one complete again to Mims. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Will McDonald on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Nix. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. Nix.
He'll get that complete to Franklin.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
At the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Back to the air with Nix.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
22 yards. That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and goal.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Well, it's been a tough day, but they finally were able to get one into the end zone, and maybe the offense will feel a little bit better about itself going into next week.
And if you're a coach taking that into next week, I know you're upset, but it is a little bit more respectable, somewhat of a moral victory, right?
Yeah, they probably won't say a lot of that to the team, but it is true. It's something for them to build on, and then they can call their mom and tell her, hey, Mom, for your fantasy points, we got you a few down the stretch.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now Hall to start the drive. And even 150 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Good for a Jets. First down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go again with Hall.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
3rd down and 6. A handoff for Hall.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And the Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The 23-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll run here with Hall. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jets, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.